Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector. Happy Friday. It is the weekend. That is good. I've been on, I haven't been on spring break. I'm not in school. My kids have been on spring break. They're in college and they both came home and we spent the week out at our ranch. And so I have been completely disconnected from kind of what's going on I've been watching a ton of videos and trying to keep up with what's going on in free agency. March Madness has started, so there's just a lot going on. And it's Friday, so I am already partaking. It's 5 o'clock, so don't judge. It's already 5 o'clock. And I've got a ton of stuff that came in while I was out at the ranch. It's, a lot of good, just different stuff, lots of stuff. Different things. I also got something in the mail that I thought I would bring up because I've gotten this question a lot. And people ask, Mike, do you have insurance on your collection? And the answer is yes, of course I do. I think pretty much anybody that has a collection worth decent money, define that for whatever you think is decent money, but I definitely have insurance. It's a separate policy from your homeowner's policy. Your homeowner's policy will not cover your collectibles, whether it's stamps or coins or guns or sports cards. And so I use a company called Collectibles Insurance Services. And I got my invoice, which is what made me think about it, because I pay my premium once a year to cover that. And the more coverage you have, it's super easy. Let me tell you, everybody always worries about it. Oh my gosh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to have to inventory. You don't. You don't have to do any of that stuff. It is super easy. I'm telling you, Collectibles Insurance Services, Google it, go check them out. If that's something you think you need to look into, and I promise you, if you have a collection, you need to look into it. It can be pretty inexpensive, quite frankly, for what you're getting. It covers pretty much anything: fire, flood, theft, whatever. Right? And so it's pretty exhaustive in terms of what it covers. And I get that question a lot, actually. And I did a whole video about it. I interviewed a guy on the Bench Clear channel. I can't remember when it was. We did it as part of a series called Bench Clear University, where we talked through some different things, just everybody should know. And one of them was insurance. I talked to a guy from Collectibles Insurance Services and asked him a bunch of questions that I know people out there like you would want to know. So just find that on the Bench Clear channel, and yeah. But you should look into it. It's really important. I think right now, I'm going to turn this around and show you guys what I got. I've been just since I got home, when you're gone a week, it's like playing catch up with your mail, and not just sports card mail, but all mail and life, and all these different things that I had to do. So I'm feeling a little discombobulated a little bit, but I'll be all right. So especially as I drink this, I'll be fine. So hang on one second, we'll flip this around and show some cards. All right, so bunch of good stuff, different sources, different places. I'm gonna talk through all of that. The first thing I got some autographs to go through. And the first one I'm gonna show is this. This is not 1973. This is from the new 2022 Topps Heritage, which I am a gigantic fan of, especially this year. I'm a fan all the time of Heritage. I get a set. I build a set every year of Heritage. I usually just buy the set, quite frankly. I don't open a bunch of boxes. I think that's an absolute waste. I can go buy the set and have the entire base set for less than the cost of a hobby box. But it's 73 Topps this year, paying homage to that. And I was born in 1973, so I love this. There are a bunch of the Real One autographs. This might be my first Heritage Real One autograph, honest to God, because I haven't bought them in the past because they go for a lot. Heritage collectors are pretty nutsos, and good on them, but I don't want to fight that battle, so I don't usually buy these. But this year, I'm going to be trying to get all the Hall of Famers just because of the year that it's representing, 73. Tony Oliva this is the first one I've bought. got it pretty cheap. Tony Leva, new Hall of Famer. I don't have a ton of his autographs, so this was just like screaming at me. Jim Cott, Johnny Bench, Brooks Robinson. I'm trying to think who else. Ted Simmons has one. Fergie Jenkins. So there's a few I need to go, and I'll be patient with it. I'm not going to overpay early on during a release. You know, there's just all the guys that tend to overpay, and the prices typically go down a little bit over time. So I'll be patient with that. But that's the Oliva. So glad to have that. Saw this online on eBay. This is an eBay purchase. 1983 Topps Johnny Bench. So this will ultimately go to Garrett Card Cutter, Slab City Sports Cards, to get slabbed up. But 83 Topps. I don't like that he signed where he signed it, down over his face in the inset picture and his name, but you know, is what it is. But that's another player era autograph for me. Another thing I won a few, and I got to give a huge shout out to Brian, B-Roth 6, for saying, hey, go check out Kevin Savage Cards, which is an auction house I've bought from before. It's not one I check all the time, but because he's always running different auctions. And he said, hey, there's some things on there you might want to look at, and they're these. And sure enough, I ended up winning 4. I think I bid on 10 or 12. I only won 4 because I'm one of those guys, I'll bid and then I'll be done. Some Perez Steel Hall of Fame postcards. These are fantastic. These are ones I did not have, obviously, or I wouldn't have bought them. I bought 4 of them. I paid $30 a piece, essentially. Like, some were slightly 29 or 31 or 32, but they averaged about $30 a piece. And Kevin Savage, great. I mean, I got these. These are great. So there's the auction number, all that kind of stuff. These will also go to Garrett. These will definitely go to Garrett. All of my other ones are slabbed. I typically don't buy them raw, but when you get them for $30, I'm going to do that. Phil Rizzuto, look how gorgeous that is on there. These are, most of the ones I need are kind of the newer Hall of Famers. I didn't have a Phil Necro, so I got a Phil Necro. And these slabbed online are about the cheapest ones are $60 to $70. Well, I paid $30 for this. I will pay, you know, another 20 or so to have Garrett get it slabbed up for me, and there you go. That's a good deal. Not a huge savings, but definitely worth doing. And I got a Don Sutton. Look how gorgeous these are. I mean, the autos just pop, and these just looked really good in terms of where the autograph placement was. And then Dave Winfield. So those are 4 new Perez Steel Hall of Fame postcards. I have a ton of them. I need to do a showcase of that, show those off. And those are all JSA authenticated, by the way, too. So getting them slabbed in PSA is just going to be even better. Get them slabbed up. Okay, the next 3 cards are from a submission from JT, Triple Crown 24, who I do my PSA submissions through. Group subber, great guy. Everybody knows him. But he sent in 3 cards for me. This was so long ago that actually 2 of the cards I have bought since, because I forgot that they were in the submission because it's been just so freaking long. And the 2 that I already had were this Lou Brock, and what's cool is I have this in a 5. I bought it in a 5, so the fact that it came back a 3, no big deal. If I would have upgraded me, great. But these will be cards I will be, you know, trading and or selling at some point, but because I don't keep dupes, honestly, of slabs, because I don't have enough room. I have enough slabs without keeping dupes, but I got that one. Then this Don Drysdale 67, it came back a 4, but I don't know, maybe that upper corner. But I also have a 4 in this already, so I'm not gonna replace with a light grade. But the card I didn't have and still hadn't bought yet was this one, 1965 Topps Lou Brock. I just love that great picture, the black and red of it just works. This is a pretty pricey card. It's kind of a semi-high number for 65, so never cheap. So I thought I'd try my hand on the raw side, and it came back a 3, which is certainly not great. Off-center card, all that. So I'm not surprised by that, but Wish it would have graded higher, but I'm okay. It's in the collection. So I got that. The next couple of cards are from 4 Sharp Corners. I hope you guys are seeing a theme here. Submit my own cards, Kevin Savage cards, online auction, 4 Sharp Corners, which is mainly known for eBay, but you go to their website, you can get better deals. Stuff from eBay, just there's always different places, and you need to look under all the different rocks to find cards that you need. And don't be afraid to do that. It's actually part of the fun, is looking under all the rocks. But I think they were running a special, like 15% off or something on 4 Sharp Corners. And if you go to their website, if you see a card on eBay for 4 Sharp Corners, always go to the website, because it is significantly cheaper. And so this 92 Ultra, I don't know how I missed this. I thought I had the 92 Ultra. I've been working on all the Hall of Famers on this set, and I thought I had it complete a long time ago. But then I'm like, I saw this on there for super cheap, and I'm like, maybe I don't have a Lee Smith. I thought I had a Lee Smith. Maybe I don't. I didn't. Sure enough, I didn't. Hall of Famer Lee Smith. So this finishes my 92 Ultra run that I thought was complete, that now is, again. Gem Mint 10 on that. Cheap card. And then when I'm in there, I always want to try to bundle stuff, because the shipping's, it's a fixed shipping, so it doesn't matter if I buy 1 card, 3 cards, whatever. And there's no tax. So buying them online is even better than eBay for that reason as well. You get a discount, there's no tax, and it's combined shipping. So I needed this 76 Tom Seaver record breaker for my 4-decade set. What is it? What did he break? Most consecutive seasons with 200 or more strikeouts, 8. So love that. Then I got, again, just another 4-decade card, a 84 Topps Ozzy Smith. And this 80s stuff has been, it's funny how during the height of everything, all this stuff was super expensive. And now it's actually gotten pretty darn reasonable. Pretty darn, at least better than it was. I mean, this is a card that would be in a 50-cent card box, 50-cent box, you know, and I pay $12 for it, or $15 or whatever. But I can't grade it that cheap. And so I probably wouldn't, even if I pulled it out of my set or out of my commons that I have from the 80s, I wouldn't get a 9. So just buy it. Then I found another guy on eBay, single seller. I'm working on the 84 Donruss Hall of Famer run. So I've got my 4-decade set, which is all Topps and Bowman stuff from 50 to 89. And then there's kind of these other sets that just I loved as a kid. 89 Upper Deck. I'm doing all the Hall of Famers for that. The 92 Ultra, which you saw the Lee Smith for that. And 84 Donruss. It was just such an amazing breaking set, or breakthrough set back in the 80s. It's just simple design, gorgeous. So I got a bunch. One guy had a ton of them, and I didn't win a bunch of them, but some of them I did. And I'm also one of those guys, I put a bid in, and it goes for what it goes for. And if I win, I win. If I don't, this isn't the only one. There'll be another one. And so patience is a virtue. But I was able to pick up the Ozzy Smith. And I'm trying to do this 84 Donruss set and the 89 Upper Deck. All 9s or better. But you'll see a card that doesn't meet that. But it was so cheap, I couldn't pass it up. So Ozzy Smith. But these are all from the same seller. Dennis Eckersley. I'll just hold these, it'll be quicker. Dennis Eckersley, mint 9. George Brett in the mint 9. And I need a lot for this set, but these are on my, master list of things I want. My kind of ultimate card want list. The 84 Donruss stuff that I need is on there. Another second appearance of Don Sutton on this video. Second appearance of Phil Niekro on this video in a 9. And then the 8, I did get an 8. I got a Robin Yount in an 8. And I have to tell you, this was like $7. So I was like, ah. And the guy had a 9 too, and it was $20. I'm like, does one grade really matter that much? Can you just bend your stupid rules, your internal that no one really else ever cares about but you, to save $13? And I'm like, yeah, I can. So I went ahead and got an 8. Although I'm going to try to get 9s if I can. But did the Robbing You Out in an 8. So that's it, guys. Thanks for sticking around. Sorry it's so long. Just had a lot to show, a lot to talk about. So hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think down below. We'll talk to you soon. Keep collecting.